I want to welcome everyone back to Saturday Night Horror Reviews, the return. Now it's been like a lengthy span where I haven't even done any horror movie reviews. A lot of that has to do with just being busy with life, and then a lot of it also has to do with I've put most of my effort, most of my free time into reading and writing, so I haven't watched many films in the past 8 months since Halloween of 2014. And it's already, can't even believe it, I look up, it's already almost 4th of July next weekend. So I'm like, okay, the time's just wasting away. I want to get back to this. And this is a movie I've always planned on wanting to watch. It's from 1973. It's a Canadian horror film. The Pix. It's got Catholic elements really ingrained in that, and since I'm a huge Dan Brown fan, I figured why not. I mean, I love occultic horror thrillers, and really, it ends up being, as you might guess, unshockingly, it's a crime thriller, like with the structure of a film noir, and really formulaic, and you've seen this a lot. One of those horror movies described as like a crime thriller with kind of a satanic twist at the end. I'll get into more of that. Most of this is going to be spoiler free, and there's not really much to spoil here, let's be honest. It's really mostly a humdrum. Christopher Plummer, the famous actor, 8 years after The Sound of Music, his breakout role, he starred in this. He's a Canadian actor himself, so not surprisingly. And also genre favorite Karen Black, who made a nice career. She stars as the female lead in this. Anyway, let's get into really what it is all about. Right from the bat, it's a crime investigation thriller where a hooker ends up dead, or a girl ends up dead, but we shortly discover that she's a hooker and a drug addict, and she's holding a crucifix in a small container that's referred to as the Pix, which is a Latin Catholic word for a container that holds the Eucharist. So they set off on this, interviewing everyone. I mean, the whole apartment building is under scrutiny, and we end up finding out that the complex is a den of whores for this pimp who's played by a lady, a madame, and she's just shrewish and curt and sly, and you know that she's up to something the whole time. And from there on, we get introduced to our main character, Karen Black, the female. And she's one of the prostitutes for this woman. And they really just do way too much to just force upon her lifestyle and make you feel sympathetic for her. And she just lives, your trite prostitute life of drug addiction and a boyfriend outside of it. But he's not even really a boyfriend. He's more like a beta boyfriend. Come to find out, over some time, he turns out to be gay. And he's just a friend of hers. But he knows a lot. Boy, does he. And we give this lengthy... Really, it just ambles through her life for like the next 40 minutes, and nothing gets going in terms of plot until about 53 minutes in. And we start learning that her pimp is going to set her up with a mysterious client. This is part of the satanic cult that's infiltrated her girls and using them for sacraments. Anyway, her friend, the gay guy, Christopher Plummer, finally ends up getting to him, and they go on this long jaunt all throughout Montreal. That's where it's filmed, so beautiful setting, beautiful city.
That's the dumbest argument I ever heard.
And he gets shot after giving only scant intel. We already know the thing. The crowd already knows the thing that he was gonna say. Like, she met up with this mysterious guy. Well, what guy? Let me get out my pen and paper because it's the 70s. Oh, and then he gets shot up out of nowhere. It was kind of surprising. Really, the only action in it, you really don't get to see hands-on anyone die. It's the girl who dies from the opening scene, and then it's the very end where they recruit Karen Black. And the reason why she ends up being the it girl for the sacrifice is she had Catholic roots, or was grown up as a Catholic. So, and it's like, oh, she's boned 100+ guys, so she's tarnished her body enough. It is ready for Satan. That's basically what they're implying. And I've read like so many reviews. The exposition at this is kind of vague in the movie. Really vague. I can't really give you one. It's like these mysterious clients are looking for Catholic girls to sacrifice. I think even the main guy, the main black priest, is in with the Catholic Church, and he's corrupt, just like in real life. You hear about that. You know how many corrupt, let me digress, you know how many corrupt Catholic priests there are just around Rome? Yeah, that's what I heard in the news. Anyway, end of digression. This is the whole ending here, which only lasts about 10 minutes. He goes to sacrifice her. She eats the Eucharist out of the, I don't know, the communion wafer out of the pyx. She's ready for sacrifice. And lo and behold, Christopher Plummer to the rescue. I don't even know what the hell he does. It's just like a bunch of proxies holding black candles, total extras, and then just the main priest, and then they have a little bit of exposition, and the guy totally can look into his soul and tell all of his darkest secrets, and kind of uses that to provoke him, uses it against him, but he's got strong will. He's got fortitude. He stands up for himself. He saves the girl. He just shoots the guy with one shot.
Now tell me that's not twisted.
And then you're like, and then it just rolls credits without any final exposition after scene. Karen Black and Christopher Plummer never even really mingle throughout. Oh yeah, and they try to give this background like Christopher Plummer. Oh, guess what? He's a hardworking cop. He treats his girl like an asshole. Didn't see that one coming. Anyway, C- for me. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to do reviews all the past 8 months. Like I was saying, I look forward to... You guys can check into my channel every Saturday night now. I look forward to constantly try and do that and do more videos, do more comic book videos, show my stuff, show my horror book collection and comic books and whatnot. Look forward to that. I'm starting to branch out and do more stuff with editing videos and doing slideshows and showing off some of my merchandise, and just look to connect with me if you have a love for horror films. I love talking to people about it. This was JBM for Mr. Creepshow 9. I'm out. Thanks for watching.